Hi, I was worried you aren't going to make it on time, but it's exactly 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, by the way. Have fun and tell the boys I said hello.
Quiet on the set. Cue Rob and Bob.
Willie D.
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Rob et Bob.
Wait a minute. Now, no, you got to do it. Turn around. I'll cue you. And now, Bob E. Bob.
Now?
Spin.
Now?
Yeah, spin.
All right.
Oh, wait.
For cried Pete.
Okay. Hey, we're a little rusty. It's been a whole week since we.
Yeah. But the lounge is open.
It sure is, whatever that means.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
And I'm Bob Doyle, and I'm totally on board with whatever.
And I'm Rob Scott, Vice President of First Impressions.
And so, what do you got for me this week? In the
9 o'clock on a Saturday.
The realm of your role, Vice President of First Impressions, what do you got for me this week?
Music. You know what this is? Yeah, see, anyone who knows the background that I have here would know that this is the theme music for the broadcast every year of the Masters, a tradition, Bob, like no other.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
So that's behind me is Augusta National.
Okay.
And it's Masters weekend, and most people who enjoy golf are consumed with all 4 days of play.
Now, are you is what you're wearing, is that in any way congruent with golf?
No, in fact, let's see if you can. I always get spun around with this thing, but
it's Big Dog. Big Dog.
It is Big Dog.
Wow. That's like OG.
It is OG. So that's big. Yeah, Big Dog, man. Not with the flair that it used to have in the old days. Now I just have the small logo, on a polo shirt.
Are they still a thing?
As far as I know, in fact, the other day, although I don't think they have the wide variety, I think they're doing the hoodies and maybe a T-shirt or two. Not the shorts like I used to wear, which had that logo, as Bob knows, that logo there in very large font.
Yeah. And I guess you had a coffee mug?
I don't know that I had a coffee mug.
No?
I don't. Well, maybe. I don't know. But I do remember the shorts. And Oak, he wore those shorts as well. And so, in fact, the other day I got a Big Dog, like a golf cap. So that we're toning it down, but still carrying the Big Dog torch.
Well, that's nice. I'd forgotten all about that as a brand, and so seeing it again brings back a flood of OG days.
It was a while back, wasn't it, buddy? That's some time.
I lumped that right into when you had your Saturn.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, there's a picture of us standing outside the Jennifer Lane residence, which I don't have any pictures of. And that's where I had the Saturn. And you and I both had the E-poles, and we were going on a stroll.
And were you wearing Big Dog then?
Yes, I was.
Okay, that's kind of my memory now because I can definitely picture that.
I've got that picture somewhere, although where I don't know, but it's somewhere. As you and I, it's probably called E-pole walk or something like that.
Man,
I may have. Okay, let's just. I don't think so. I'm looking here in the.
Normally, it's kind of we go to it a lot.
Yeah,
it's around. I think I somewhere have a folder called Rob picks, like from the classic, the stadium pictures, the Sears Tower, all that whole trip, the same ones you show all the time.
Okay, here we go. I found the picture and we're sharing it now, Bob. I have all you have to do is just punch it up,
I love dying.
and there they are.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God, that look on our face.
Yeah, that look on our faces. Aren't we happy? That's just two really happy guys there. You had a lot more
Dash
hair.
Rip Rock shirt.
Oh yeah, I am wearing Dash.
Dash Rip Rock shirt. And yeah, that e-pole, where is that?
That's out front. That's out in front of Jennifer Lane.
No, where is that pole now?
Oh, I have no
trying to
idea.
remember where I think they might be at my mom's or something. Like I think
you have things strewn about the country, Bob. I have guitars of yours.
Yeah, well, it's all Atlanta stuff.
Well, pool cues and look,
but I don't have that.
It's in there too. Well, a couple of things. A pair of wedding rings. Also, that I'm wearing. That looked like a Casio.
Casio.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. I think that could be that is an old. But yeah, man, we were. And I've got that cap still, that Mickey Mouse cap. I still have that somewhere too. But look at all the hair you have, man. You have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I sure do. Is that it? Was that a Mickey Mouse cap?
Yeah, you want to go back? Yeah. What's with the high voice? Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll share again. I'm pretty sure that's a Mickey Mouse. Go ahead and punch that up, Bob.
I was trying. No, wait, wrong one. There we go.
There you go. I can zoom in on that. I think a little bit
because it looks more like a dog.
I think that now, in fact, I'm certain of it. That is Mickey Mouse there. Yeah, that's Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
I know that only because I know the cap. So it says authentic or something like that. As I recall, it cost me a lot of money.
I wonder how many of our viewers of the 20 or 30 out there right now are familiar with Dash Rip Rock as a band. They still seem to be an entity. I checked on them. I did a Dash Rip Rock search. I mean, no one's there except for Bill, the original dude. But yeah, I think I was just talking the other day about how I used to go to those shows and it was so loud. The volume was just.
I went to one with you guys.
And it was really loud, wasn't it?
It was extremely loud. And we were young and it was still loud.
And were we up there by the speakers? Because that's what we
it was at that it was at that like dungeon type establishment. It was like what
was that? What not the Dante's Inferno.
No, but it was like on Ponce, I think.
Dungeon.
I say dungeon. I say dungeon. It was like a warehouse. It was like a big brick, cold.
Just a place we would normally never go.
Never.
Right.
We would never go there. And the four of us went. We were still married at the time, and the two couples went. And
we should clarify it wasn't us that we were married to each other.
We're meeting girls inside.
Our wives.
Yeah. Not together. You know, we're meeting girls inside, man.
God.
So anyway, yeah, we went and saw them. Now, which one had the drummer? Which
that's Cowboy Mouth.
Oh, that's Cowboy Mouth. Maybe that's who we saw. But
he came from Dash Rip Rock. He was
okay. It was all the family. It was rock and roll roots kind of thing.
Yeah.
You turned me onto that whole world. I didn't know anything about either.
Yeah, and that was Jim Jones.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. I would have never found that music.
It didn't seem
how outside of my box is rockabilly. Come on.
Pretty outside.
That's mostly about the association of the time, you know, of like I like that. I don't even know that I think I listened to something not too long ago. And I'm like, a Cowboy Mouth I could listen to because Fred was amazing. But I don't know how much Dash I could listen to. Some, maybe the classics of the classics, but it's not stuff I would just ever have on in the background. But I do associate it with a very fun time in college. And then that's the same with and then David Paul, because we used a lot of their stuff as bumper music. So I associate it with that time.
Speaking of David Paul and the old jocks, I did see the one sheet you sent me. I didn't go find the trailer for Phil Hendrie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I was never a Hendrie fan.
It took me a minute. But then
I'm not saying I didn't appreciate his talent.
Somebody who does a bunch of those stupid voices,
yes.
You know, like it does that. Then it just makes me appreciate what he's doing more.
I think he's talented as heck. I would never take that away. He just didn't. Hi, you too, says Carol. So that's coming to us, I'm assuming, from Michigan.
That would be correct. Yes.
Hi, Carol, and happy Masters weekend.
I'm sure that's what they're doing up there.
So that was a thing, by the way, for me too. When I first moved down to Georgia,
you were looking for a soul to see.
I knew it was going to happen. So let's even back up. When I was growing up in Chicago, and my dad would have the Masters on, and you're looking at this. Where is this place where it is that green and azaleas and dogwood? I mean, it's just beautiful. And you got slush on the ground and
azaleas.
They are azaleas.
Oh, I know. I was the man with two brains. Get his ass.
Oh, I don't remember that scene
on the porch. It's pronounced azaleas. Come on, you know this scene.
I don't know this scene.
Oh, well, we used to quote it.
No, you did. I'm sure. I don't know the movie that well.
The Man with Two Brains?
Correct. I don't know the movie that well. I think I've seen it once. It's not like Young Frankenstein. Yeah, no. Plaid. I like that. I lumped that into the same.
I want to see that. I want to find that. I want to see it. I haven't seen it in a million years. And
Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid is a good film.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since it first went on cable. I've only seen it once.
Oh, I've seen that several times, and that's really well done. So yes. I put those all in the same category. Those all came out about the same time in my brain. I don't know if they actually did.
Yeah, they were part of a set. Kind of a Steve Martin era. Before he started doing like Father of the Bride stuff,
Right. Before his hair got really gray.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know where I was, but it's azaleas. Oh, that's what it was. Azaleas. And I'm going, where is this place? And then finally I moved down here. And I remember the first Masters weekend, we were living at the apartment, Camden Crest, and the pollen was unbelievable. That's the first time I had ever seen that, where you see pollen.
Oh.
I mean, I had never seen that before, and it's the same time of year. But the thing that blew my mind was I thought, this golf tournament that I've watched every year with my dad in this magical place called Augusta that I didn't know really is 2 hours down the road. And that was kind of wild to me. And even now I say, okay, I'm still watching it on TV just like the rest of everybody, but I know exactly what the weather is like and what it feels like. It's only 2 hours down the road.
But you can't go because it's too exclusive.
It is extremely exclusive. There's lotteries and everything. And they're letting a lot more people. I'm watching today, and it is just lined with people everywhere.
What's interesting about this conversation that we're having right now, certainly not the content, but the fact that just yesterday I was talking with Amber about how when this Bell South Classic was at Sugarloaf.
Yes, that was fun.
We walked around there. Now, help me out with a timeline if you can. Had we already moved in and that's how we had access to the tickets? Or
yes.
Were we okay?
That was a part of your residency. I think there was some connection. You got either free ones or you had access to them, or maybe.
So I had like a pass and you could come with or whatever.
Right.
And we just walked around. And
the beauty of that is, for every other human being on the planet, practically, when they go to a golf tournament, you're carted out to wherever that course is, and you are locked in there then for the day, and then you get parking and getting home. When you go with Bob, it's right outside his door, and you just stroll about a block and you're on the course, and we would wander around until we got a little bored, and then we go back to the house, but then we go, hey, let's go check out some more golf, and we would go back over.
And I remember it was just because, I could give a shit about golf, right? As we all know. And I'd never been to a golf tournament. I'd only ever seen it on a screen. And what I remember being, just kind of struck by, wow, from this point of view, first of all, you get how impossible this is that they're doing this.
Yes.
And second of all, it's really pretty there. They really keep Sugarloaf nice. And so it was like, I remember just how big and how close we were to the stuff. It was interesting, but I was more about like the view and what it's
no different than when you go to a baseball game.
Yes.
You go to a baseball game and you take in the other stuff, the people, the colors,
right. How big it is again, right? All of that stuff.
You could give a rip about what's going on the field, except for the cool lines and the colors, and they crisscross the lawn when they. I
don't care about any of that for sure.
No, you really don't. But you take in the ambience.
I think I take in because I don't do those things, and that's just like such a huge societal norm. And so when I take in like what it is to go to a game and what that just means overall,
right?
It's just one of the many weird agreements that we as society make that we conduct these behaviors. Sports is in and of itself just this crazy thing that humans did.
Well, it's gladiators. It's the same game.
But there are humans. I'm talking about those people.
Right, but I mean, we're attracted to watching the competition in one way, shape, or form or
But some
another.
people aren't. Like I am averse to it. Like like I don't like watching that. Like I don't like watching competition. I
No,
like watching skilled, like I love watching good pool shots and stuff like that, but I don't care who wins, right? It's like to watch a game that I had have some kind of connection to, pool being the only one I can think of.
well, you know why though? I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. Your dad probably wasn't into a lot of sports, maybe too.
No, not at all.
Right.
Not at all. So
like across the alley, my cousins and Uncle Tom and Aunt Shirley, they were so sports. It was on all the time. They knew all the players. My cousin Jim became a high school coach, and he's in the Illinois High School Coaches Hall of Fame. And so they were. Now my dad, he was a Cub fan, and so I am too. And okay, we pulled for the Bears, but it wasn't rabid. But golf, especially as the years went on, became exceptionally. My dad that was his thing. And I think I've told you this, which I was always amazed that he didn't pursue pool more than golf because he was better at pool, although he was a very good golfer. But I mean, he was as you know, he was an exceptional pool player. But he didn't give a rip about that. He loved golf, and then when they retired, they retired to a golf course, one of those gated communities in Florida where there's a golf course, and he was in heaven. And so golf was always on. So you had a choice, you watch nothing or you watch golf. That was the big color TV downstairs.
Just like the grill that only goes high, the TV
only goes high and off. There's no in between. There's no Goldilocks on that grill.
Right. That's right. There's no.
But you know what? As I recall, and again, now you've taught me over the years that your brain plays tricks on you. So who knows if I'm remembering this correctly? But as I recall, we did a pretty good job with those pork chops.
I remember the corn more than I do the pork chops, but yes, that was the main meat. You're right.
Yeah, and I think my mom kind of pulled us off.
I remember everything being really good.
Yeah, I think we did know. I remember my mom too, kind of pulling us off to the side. You and I.
And we'll be back.
I'm going. Why don't you guys
after these
just take this over from your dad? Oh, cool.
It just doesn't work when you do it. It has to be on my end while you're frozen, because it really is just about the perfect amount of time. Although I think it could use a few more seconds. I don't know. Because you come back in phases. All right.
Where I was my mom pulled us off to the side and kind of whispered in our ear, maybe just take this over from your father. You and Bob be in charge of the grill. She knew. Viv was hip to the game.
I guess so. Yeah. I kind of remember all that stuff.
She was very good. I mean, one of the many thousands of things my mom was skilled at was letting my dad think he was in charge and making decisions when he probably wasn't making many of them.
I feel like that's how they've got it here too. They've got me.
That's all women and men for the most part.
And you know what? I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, because we get to an age where we go, now we understand it, and you go, fine. Yeah.
Right.
Fine. That's fine. It's kind of like that old, I forget what comedian did that, where he goes, the whole sleeping on the couch thing really isn't a punishment. Right. He goes, it's the biggest TV screen in the house. You're right by the kitchen for snacks. It's not a bad deal.
I'm sure there's a handful of comedians who have gone down that road, but I know that there was one who used to say that, and
But I mean, it is fine. You go, okay, she's in charge. Great. Randy, my friend Randy at work, he's in charge of nothing financially. He doesn't even know the user and passwords for the bank account. He doesn't know how much is in the account. He doesn't know any of it. He doesn't care. He's kind of like you with sports. He's ambivalent. He just doesn't care. And he goes, she likes doing it. Fine. If I got to go buy something, she doesn't. It's not like they debate it. He'll just go, I want to go whatever. Get a haircut. Here's $50. It doesn't matter, but he doesn't care. And she likes doing it. I guess.
I'm so sorry.
No, I was just going to say, like when men are 25, 30, that might ruffle your feathers a little bit. But he didn't care. They've been married 40 years. It works just fine.
Oh, it's so great to be old and not care so much about things.
Yes.
It's my favorite part, I think, of being my age is just how fewer fucks I give.
Well, yeah, I've told you FOMO is gone. That's my favorite part. FOMO,
yeah, you're right. We did have this conversation.
Yeah, FOMO's gone, at least for me, for the most part. I mean, there's a few things you go, I'd really like to do that. But for the most part, I go, okay, I've done that 8,000 times, And every time it was not as fun as I was hoping it would be. And I'm not doing that anymore, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it. I don't care.
I'm trying to think of the thing where it would be a FOMO situation where I'd be a fear of missing out. I mean,
like the gang at work, for example, go, we're all going to go grab now.
I
Granted,
understand the scenarios for sure that could come up.
I mean, even when I was drinking, they would all go, we're going to so-and-so this week. You should come along. And I go, wherever the bar name is, Billy Bob's. Okay, what's what is it? What do they do there? What is it? That's what I would ask.
Bull riding and darts.
Yeah, but they don't have any of it. So they're going to go there and sit at tables and pay twice as much per beer. And then you have to worry about your drive home. And I just went, no. Like if they're going to go shoot pool, or as you say, throw darts, shuffleboard, any gaming, fine. Otherwise, why do we go to the place? It doesn't make sense to me, because you don't really go there to meet others. You go with your group and you sit and talk with your group.
No, I don't.
No, you don't talk to anybody. But you will go to the phone and say, what was it again? Where are you? Or how are you when you called from the Mexican?
Yeah, where are you? I couldn't have told you what kind of restaurant it was.
It was a Mexican joint.
I would have just generic, like Bennigan's or something.
No. And Oak would have picked it. He would never take us to a TGI Fridays kind of a place.
I see.
He would take us somewhere that, is authentic something. He's kind of a foodie. Speaking of foodie, actually, Bob, we can, I'm ready, because we didn't do this last week. So I'm sure.
We didn't?
No, we didn't. Last week was an odd show, by the way. The lounge was odd last week. I will be the first to admit.
What?
Yeah, it was slow moving, and we didn't talk Easter much, but Easter's one of those really thick with religion. Like Christmas is easier to talk about without getting religious-y. But Easter, man, you're mired in religion there. That's a biggie.
Well, and bunnies.
And then don't worry. Yeah, that's Jim Gaffney. Don't worry, there's a bunny. Anyway, click the click thing there, Bob, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm not. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Come on. I normally click it too many times, and then here we go.
There we go. I could
music.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me find some music.
I should be running the music for that, but whatever.
Well, no, I don't mind. I'm just trying to find. I'm never ready as quickly as I should. So today's specials at Daddy Maxwell's in Williams Bay, Wisconsin, Bob. The country fried steak sounds wonderful for under $13. Your choice of American fries or hash browns, eggs, and toast. Then chocolate chip banana French battered pancake sounds fun too. And
anybody know what that is?
What's that?
French batter. What's that?
French batter pancakes. It's chocolate chip banana French battered pancakes.
What's French batter though?
I don't know what French batter.
All right.
But I know what sloppy joes are, and you can get a pair of those with chips and a pop.
Now, why do you suppose there's no E in that Joe?
Why do I suppose what?
There's no E in that Joe.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe the woman who makes them, that's how she spells her name.
That's what I was thinking.
And you get a pop. You get a pop. And then the soup of the day, of course, is beef with barley. And let's not forget that famous chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake by the slice, baby.
You got it. And for those who are watching their weight, you can go with lemon cake. And now I need the end of the song, so I'll just do this.
Yeah.
That is Daddy Maxwell's for today.
Very nice indeed. And I love it that they brought the chocolates. They kind of reaffirmed, like, because I brought up the last time, I said, well, because they didn't have the chocolate cake.
They didn't. No, you're right.
I posited that you could probably just say, hey, come on, there's some chocolate cake back there, right? And they'd say, of course there is, Bob. That's how that would go down.
I still have to make. I made the mistake at work of telling my neighbor that I can make white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. So they are on me for that. I have to make that sooner than later, which is fun to make, really. But it's funny because after I make it, I go, I don't have any food for the week. I just made this dessert that took 3 hours. I didn't make like a stroganoff or something.
Oh,
like that.
but yes, how delicious that would be. Amber's she just made me a chocolate cake because I said yesterday I had a craving for it. So she made me that. And also she made, because Tracy wanted chocolate cake and ice cream cones. You bake it in an ice cream cone and then put whatever frosting. So she did all of that. So that's the dessert. And then she's made something called funeral potatoes. Do you know what this is?
I've never heard of funeral potatoes.
I had never heard of it either. It's some sort of a cheesy potato thing. Probably not at all healthy, but I'm going to find out because it's going to be.
Potato dishes in general are. Oh, by the way, Samantha today went out on the lake. They took their. I think I told you they bought a boat.
No, you did not tell me they bought a hole into which one throws money.
That's exactly what they purchased. They purchased a hole
in the water into which one throws
money for sure. And it's a nice boat, and they got on a great deal. I think they used tax return money or something, and that money was just burning a hole in your pocket. And so it's a really
hole in the water into which one throws that said
it's money. So funny because they're going on and on about what a great deal, which they did. They got a good deal. It's a nice boat. And then Kale took a long time to get it all, dialed up, and it looked really good. And they went out on the lake today. It was beautiful. The weather here lately has been beautiful.
Okay, so which lake? Which lake?
Allatoona.
Okay, been on that one many times.
Me too. It's a nice little lake.
Yep.
And I found, in fact, the first time I went there, I was a snob. And I go, this is gonna suck, and it didn't. It's very, very nice body of water. It's fun to.
It's fun there with Kirk and rent the boat.
Yeah, and I used to do the same with the kids, and so anyway, they went out there. But it's funny because they're concentrating on the cost of the purchase, when in reality, when you have a boat in your world, that's the beginning of money spending.
Right.
You've just begun to start spending.
You've got the right to spend money.
That's exactly right.
And depending on how much you spent, you bought a you know what I'm trying to say. Bad, no.
That was really bad.
Oh, this is right. No, you can't blame technology on that one.
No, that was Bob's brain. That was not AI. By the way, speaking of it,
okay, go ahead. Yes.
The intro. I found another little fun fact in the intro.
Okay.
Tracy has on slacks in the beginning, and then when she goes through the first round of doors, it just morphs into a skirt.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I haven't noticed that kind of stuff yet. I've noticed that what drove me crazy is she said, you made it on time. And then she said Pacific time, and it was too many times together. This was bugging me these days. Okay, look, I want to show you a few AI things I was playing with before. I'm going to take a few seconds.
By the way, before Carol says she loves the beauty of golf courses, I just want to recognize when people chime in, when people participate in the lounge, we should,
I did see that.
And that, by the way, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the 13th hole at Augusta behind me. And that's you and I at the pool table. Look at that. I love the jacket I'm wearing.
Okay, so we're just going to watch a few of these, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And hopefully, tell me if you can hear it, or tell me if the sound is weird, okay?
Okay. Well, I got these goofy headphones, but okay.
Like if you hear it twice or whatever.
Yeah, hit play.
Okay.
Do I have to sign it?
Good game. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Right.
I got a few of these.
I like that.
You don't know. Hold on.
Good game.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, just.
Whoa. Hey.
Whoa.
Good game.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I see the check sign.
All right. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, whatever.
Claymation style.
There's Lake Jenny. Genei. I think it's probably should be Geneva. Oh, I'm still wearing an apple. My face got weird in that one.
Yeah, this is claymation.
Good game.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that does sound more like us. Oh, look.
Again, claymation version, but it's not claymation. Look, wait for a second. Woodley.
Good game.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I think I have one more.
Okay.
Oh no!
My goodness, look at all. This is what Bob does.
More than that, you have to watch them all because.
Good game.
I love watching you.
Yeah, whatever.
Over and over again.
Well, not only that, I love that we're playing on a 7-foot table.
We missed the location on that one.
I got Chucks.
What's up?
Good game.
Yeah, whatever. And there it is. There it is, boys and girls. Now we know who made this video.
Oh wait, there's another one I haven't seen yet.
Good
You're
game.
not where you're supposed to break from.
Why am I writing it?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And again, there's Bob, boys and girls.
Oh God.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.